You look so cultured.
I'm on vacation, yeah!
What's up, everybody? What's up, Vibe Tribe? Welcome to a Mouse Vibes Mondays live stream.
We're here. We're back.
We're back!
It's our monthly recap.
Yeah.
Lots happened.
So much has happened. Yeah, it's been a little less than a month since the last time we went live. Not
Okay.
a full month.
We're gonna round up.
Yeah,
That's what
we're
we
gonna
do
round
best.
up. But if you are new here, my name is Ashley,
And I'm Nick.
and we're the Mouse Vibes, and we go live occasionally, and we talk about pop culture, and theme parks, and travel, and everything in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to reintroduce ourselves because we've had an influx of new people.
I know.
If you've found your way over here because of Lilo and Stitch, aloha. Thank you for being here. We love that.
Yes, and if this is your first live, thank you guys for being here, and to all of our Vibe Tribe in the chat. Okay, so this is like, we're still so new to YouTube channel memberships, and there's like crowns around your name, your guys' names and stuff, and I think that Ray Stanley is like our #1 leaderboard.
Shout out Ray.
I need to
Come
like
on, man.
educate myself more on what that is, and like, really, but congrats.
You're doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome. If you guys haven't given this live a like, go ahead and do it if you want to, no big deal. If not,
I think you kind of should. We're a little peer pressure right now. You should do that. First few minutes, right?
yeah, let's
right.
hit the chat. Okay. Debbie Diaz, what's up? Yay.
Shout out Debbie. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Hi, currently working, but can't wait for a stream in my in-ear between prospects.
And you know what?
Rock
I
on.
love that. Double dipping you. Sometimes you have to do that. Get through the work day. I love that. Thank you for being here.
What up, Ray? What up, Juan? Yeah.
Shout out Ray and Juan. Thank you guys for being here.
What up, Kate? Might stay up for a bit. Excited to catch up. We're so
I love
excited.
that.
We have so much to talk about.
Thanks for being here, Kate.
Arc Zap, what a nice Monday surprise. Love your other videos. Thank
Aw,
you guys.
thanks.
We've been trying to be like more consistent with the videos, and we're making them a bit longer, like getting feedback from everybody, and we like really hope that you're enjoying our was it our Orlando series?
Yeah,
We
I
put out
felt-
a bunch of East Coast videos.
A ton. I feels like it's been a little bit slow on YouTube this last month. There's still been a ton of travel and just kind of things popping up, but social media, short form content, Ashley is crushing it.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
Yeah, YouTube videos take a long time
yeah,
at it, you guys.
Doing great.
We're trying our best. Amanda, please, Mouse Size Mondays, let's get it. I haven't been to a live in a minute. Loving all the epic videos. Yay!
Appreciate you, Amanda. Thank you for being here and your awesome comments.
Yeah, thank
Means
you.
a lot.
What's up, Vibe Tribe? Happy Monday, Nick and Ashley. Really enjoying all the. Oh my gosh, thanks, guys.
Appreciate that. You guys are the best. Miss you guys, Chris and
We
Abed.
were like worried that like it was like epic fatigue and like because we're so immersed in it and like it's all over our feed, so we weren't sure if you guys were over it. But I'm glad that you love the videos.
I'm still like wrecked from it. I feel like
Dude.
burnt. I know it sounds like silly, but like the sun, if in Orlando,
Yeah.
I'm not meant for that. I got killed.
I mean, we like
Killed.
it gets really hot in Southern California, but like the humidity
No.
with that sun in Florida was like something I've never experienced before, and it was like 97 degrees with like 99 humidity or whatever when we were there, and like, man, that
I
was.
had the
I'm not
most amount of
complaining.
sweat ever. I had
It was-
kneecap sweat. I've never had kneecap sweat in my life.
The back of my knees were sweaty, like it was sticky. Like when I would go to the restroom, like my legs. It was just. Anyway, you guys know that Florida's hot.
You get
so
it.
You get it. You're like, okay, guys. Love the hat. Yes.
Thank you. Shout out Phineas and Ferb. We're ready for the new season.
Mama Coda. Hello, Nick and
Aw.
Ashley. Happy to be here. We're happy that you're here.
Shout out Mama Coda. Love seeing you in the chat. Thank you so much. So much.
So much. So, yeah. Happy Mouse Vibes Tuesday. Loving the epic videos. Woo!
Always a day ahead. I love that.
Theme
Thanks,
Park
man.
Hangover. Hi.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Tabitha. Hey, guys. Can't wait to hear everything about Epic Universe. Love you guys. Oh, my gosh. You guys are so
I
sweet.
love this. We're going to talk all about Epic then.
Oh, thank you guys so much. That's all this man.
Means a lot.
Yeah.
No, it's a team effort. We're doing it together.
You're sweet.
I'm not going to give fat faces to everyone, right?
That is true. Hey, Mouse Vibes. Nana's in the house. Smash that like button. What's up, Nana? We miss
Nana. Nana's been a trooper. We're sending her lots of love. Can't wait to see you, Nana.
Kate, I'm not over it. Staying in Helios Sunday and Epic on Monday. So excited. And as a Floridian, I'm sweating too. Yeah, we talked to a bunch of our friends out there and they're like, you guys, it's like another level right now. Like, and I don't think anybody, no matter where you live, truly gets used to that type of weather. But it was just like brutal. And like Universal at the event, they had like a bazillion water stations and they had these frozen cooling towels that I loved and they would hand them out like to all like, you know, the invited guests after each land. And I thought that was great.
I loved it. And they were scented too. It was like fancy.
But like keeping everyone safe because it's like, you know, you don't really think like heat is serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially when you're like in a theme park and you're going and you're not really thinking about water and then there's a point.
Yeah.
Where you sit down, you're like, I am dehydrated. I was dehydrated like every single
whole
day.
time, yeah.
And we had like liquid IVs and we were drinking a ton of water, but it's just different there. Mm-hmm. But I also love that you're saying like you're not over it yet. Staying at Helios, which that's going to be an amazing trip. Can't wait to hear all about that. And going to Epic, like seeing the discourse of people because people have been posting a bunch of it. Just because it just opened, they're like, I'm over. I'm like, it's a brand new theme park.
Like,
we haven't gotten this in like 25 years and we're like wishing it away after month 2.
Dude, or like, what's next? It's like the same thing with like streaming culture. It's like ever since Spotify and Apple Music, it's like an artist spends a decade putting together this beautiful piece of work and within 12 hours everyone's like, what's next? And it's like, appreciate the body of work in front of you for the love of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like as the park, you know, it like continues to grow, people will find different stories. I feel like everyone's just trying to cover like, this is what you can expect. And once we get to like live in the park and get used to it, I'm sure like storylines will come out.
I mean, we've been so blessed and grateful that we have been able to go to Epic Universe so many times and it just opened. But like, I can't wait to go back. I'm like fiending to go back. Probably around HHN. Please, I wanna go. Okay. Magic in Toontown.
Oh, I love that name, by the way.
You had the best content from Epic opening. The commitment to Wario could not have been beat. Bravo. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't the worst, but like I'd never put on a prosthetic before. And there was like a moment, you guys, where after I was like running, I felt a drip of sweat from the top of the prosthetic to the bottom, and it was just like as a pool, and I was like bleh, just trying to like
Wario nose.
Wario, it was so gnarly. Like I hope that wasn't gross. Was that was?
It's pretty
gross.
nasty.
But I don't know how like stage performers and them do it, and they're like actually like doing crazy stuff.
What I just love is your level of commitment. Like you never put on a prosthetic nose ever in your life, and you're like, I'm gonna just do it in the bathroom today. I would have been like tripping on that. You did it with such poise. I would have not done that.
I think I said this in the video. I was trying to like be more fun in this content than because like the first time we went to Epic, it was like info first, all that stuff, and it was like really serious. And this time we were able to have a bit more fun and do unique stuff. So I was like, let's dress up as Wario. And when David was down, I was like, heck yeah.
Shout out David. You know, if you didn't dress up, I was going to have to. So shout out David. He did it much better.
You would have. I love my fiance. You would have literally been a poor sport. I love you. You know.
I'm a texture person. I can't have crap on my face when I'm like that is my nightmare. Like I would have no.
Nick literally. Can I do an impression of you?
Yeah, you can.
This would be Nick as Waluigi in the middle. I didn't want to do this. It's hot. I told you the heat wave. There's sweat. I feel gross. Listen, I don't want to do the video anymore.
I sound like Napoleon Dynamite. Jeez. Yeah.
I'd be like, everything's gonna be okay.
That's true.
We love you for you though.
Hey, you know what? I know my
thing.
skill set, and it's not wearing a prosthetic nose in Super Nintendo World.
It's not your thing, and we love you. Rachel, as a Floridian, the best part tip I can give you is bring extra underwear. Girl. That is a good tip. There's no getting the wet ones back on when you take them. Rachel.
That is the quote of the day.
Rachel, you're a queen, and I think usually in the moment I give people tips on my Instagram story, and I revealed that I wear granny panties all the time, and I also revealed I wear Spanx. So I'm going to use that next time we're at Epic. I'm like, hey, my girl Rachel was like,
Shout out.
Bring these extra jumps.
Can you guys wait for next year's mistakes to avoid at Universal?
Yeah.
She's gonna do a bag thing and bam.
Oh, that was great. Oh my gosh.
Shout out Rachel, that was great.
FNAF at HHN, let's go. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Okay,
excited.
we're gonna talk a little bit about Halloween Horror Nights in just a moment. You know, it's June. We can start talking about it now, right? Halfway through the year.
We can always talk about HHN, but now people won't like judge us as hard.
Right? Once it gets to June 1st, it's like playing Christmas music early. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
True. Universal Horror Unleashed in Vegas will at least be indoors. Can't wait for opening night. My boo and I. Oh, yeah.
I love
you
that.
and your boo have been having a lot of fun lately.
I know, they've been going on
I'm
trips.
loving it.
Okay, let's Universal Horror Unleashed. Let's just talk about that for a little bit because it's not yes, it's still Universal and horror, but I wouldn't connect it with Halloween Horror Nights, right? It's not getting the same roster. Yes, it has houses that are similar, but every time I read anything about Horrors Unleashed, it feels like it's going to be a different experience, not like a traditional walkthrough.
What do you mean?
It feels more enhanced.
Well,
It feels scarier.
Maybe not. I mean, it's probably gonna be scarier, but probably more interactive, or
Right.
people stop during something and a thing happens. You know what I mean?
Right.
It won't be like HHN where you're kind of shoveled in.
Can't just hide in behind someone. Dang it.
Yeah, which I do all
right.
the time. Yeah, that is smart. An umbrella is clutch.
We need an umbrella in our life.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh,
What's up, Angeline? Thanks for being here.
appreciate you.
I'm so glad I made you laugh. That makes me happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, well let's get into. Do you guys want to talk about what? Or no, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I know the first thing. It's June. It is June. It is Pride. Sorry, I just stumbled on there. I have too many thoughts going on. Will you put up the Pride graphic, babe?
I got you. Ashley made this. Boom.
I made, and then take off her comment. I made all of the graphics for tonight's show, so if they look a bit different, it's because I did them. But we want to celebrate Pride. We have and always will be an LGBTQIA plus friendly channel, and everybody is welcome here. And I saw this graphic on Instagram, and I just wanted to if any of you are ever wondering how you can support your gay, lesbian, transgender friends, or if you're closeted or just anything, if you're on your journey, there's so many different ways to show up for people. And always check in with your friends, validate their experiences, especially queer youth, and always try to respect pronouns and identities and boundaries, and affirmation is a form of care. And the Mouse Vibes love you guys just the way you are in every way you choose to express it.
Aww.
It's important. I think Pride is
Super.
important, and especially with the climate of our country and the world right now, I just think it's important for us to show up for each other and just create safe spaces.
I think that was really important.
Yeah. So, Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Pride Month. Now go
Gay,
pop off.
gay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So let's get into. What do you want to get into first, you guys? Should I run down the topics right now?
Hit this one from Juan. This is a really sweet comment.
yeah.
This is good.
The intro segment of your last video made me shed a tear. What a wonderful recap of your journey, not only as creators, but as a couple where it led you to Epic Universe. Beautiful and so proud.
That means a lot. Thank you so much.
That's so nice.
That's really nice. Thanks, Juan. When we did Epic for the grand opening, I couldn't help but get, I don't know, just really reflective on it and emotional, just with where Ashley and I started and our first trip together, and even our friend Tyler, his channel, the Pew 2, he's one of if you're going to Universal Orlando, that's the channel you want to follow. He's gonna give you all the tips and tricks and show you what not to eat. And I know when we were looking up our first trip, we found their channel.
Yeah.
And we found a bunch of tips and tricks, and it was just crazy watching those videos, and then years down the road becoming friends.
And then being there for a big,
And then years past that, after becoming friends, going to Epic.
Mm-hmm.
All of that was just weird, weird in the best ways, but full circle.
Yeah.
It was great.
No, I agree. I mean, should we start talking about Epic?
I think so.
Yeah, let's just get into the main topic, and then we'll save the rest for later.
Perfect.
Jinx. Okay.
What do you think about this? I want to hear your recap.
Recap in what way?
Just the story element of it, because we just went to Epic Universe, and we hadn't gone until 2021. That was our very first time going.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like Nick and I archive all of our footage, and not only we do that so we can like use it for storytelling elements like that, but just like as a couple be able to watch it. And we watched back all of our raw footage from our first ever trip to Universal Orlando in June of like 2021 or September or something. And it was just a trip, and how like inexperienced we were as vloggers. We were still trying to figure it out. I was working full time, Nick was working full time, and we were trying to see what this could become. And it is crazy to just look at it 5 years later. Like it's wild.
It's
and I
crazy.
feel like really happy and proud, and like, and I just kept saying in that video, like, I don't know in my adult life when another domestic theme park's gonna open. Maybe a new land, obviously new ride somewhere, but like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Definitely not. And it's just, it all like kind of culminates for certain things, like being in the digital era and like being a content creator. I didn't like ever think that it would lead to something like that at all. Like, I don't know. Just a weird thing. Like, really appreciative and very fun, but just at the same time when you reflect on it, it's cool to see like the trajectory. Like, I just couldn't have guessed it.
It's also like sad in a way, like, because, you know, when you've been like wanting something for so long, I'm sure everybody has had this experience where like maybe let's say it's like a wedding or a big party or something like that, and then it happens and you're like, well, crap, like, dang, you know what I mean? The thing happened. So that's,
I think it's because you put it on like a little bit of a pedestal. Like, some part of me, because I'm not a local in Orlando, I didn't watch any of like the stuff be built in front of my eyes, and I got to like fly in and go to the property and experience it. Like, some part of me thinks like it's gonna pack up and leave.
You
know
like,
what I mean?
It's still there.
It hasn't like really registered. It's gonna be there forever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally. Okay, let's hit the chat.
Go down. We had all these ones.
Yay! Oh, yay! Thanks, guys. Okay, loving the epic content so far. Thanks, Edgar.
Appreciate you.
What's up, Kathy?
Shout out, Mom. Thanks for being here.
Yvette, hi. Obsessed with the Wario outfit and videos. Your epic videos have been the funniest and super creative yet informative. Also, you met Andy from Bravo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Talk about Andy.
Dude, well, I knew he was going to be there. I'm like, dude, like, he's literally going to be there. It's Comcast, it's NBC Universal, like, come on. And he was exactly what I thought he would be, just like quick and to the point and like a sassy gay man. And I loved it.
It was like when things are supposed to happen in life. Like, our friend Tyler was like, hey, come with me over here. I need to film something. We were lending a hand. And as we were wrapping up his segment, there he comes, Andy Cohen, just right down the blue carpet.
It was
meant
crazy.
to be.
And Nick, like, I'm not good at approaching people. I get like super shy. And Nick always does it for me. And he's like, I don't know, you're just like a very like friendly looking person.
That's my superpower, is like if you're too embarrassed to go say hi to someone, you have me go do it.
Yeah, Nick will do it. And like everybody's always like welcoming him with open arms. Like, I don't have that quality. So,
I'm glad it like comes in use now. As a kid, my mom hated it. She's like, Nick, please stop talking to strangers.
I mean, sometimes I love it so much. Love you so much, but sometimes it's annoying. But in this case, it wasn't.
Cool.
And he was like, Andy, and then we're like, hi, can we get a picture? Love Bravo. And he was like, sure. And then we took a photo, and then he like whisked away. He also on the live stream called it Epic Adventure World or something.
Shout out to him.
And people got all mad. Like, I'm sorry. Also, can I just say, the people that nitpicked every single thing about the live stream were so annoying. Like, get a hobby. But it's like sometimes people mess up. It's like the lead of Bravo. He doesn't know like adventure, universe, like tomato, tomato. Give him a break.
Someone should make like a trending sound with that audio.
Yeah.
Between him and Mark Woodbury. I think that would go
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite house? The Hippogriff. But yeah, it was meeting Andy was so cool. I was so excited. Manda, please. Would you say Epic is a 2-day park?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Just because like you can spend a whole day just like eating food and meeting characters and just kind of like experiencing all of Epic, and then you're gonna want to ride the attractions.
Yeah.
And not all of them are long wait, but you know, I'd say a good about half of them are gonna be pretty busy.
Yeah, and also
would you
like
say?
if you 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like we say this all the time. We're slowpoke theme park goers. We like to take our time, get everything done, explore every nook and cranny, and I know not everyone's like that. If you want to ride rides, see a couple characters, eat some food, get Express Pass, you can go for one day. If you want to take a bit more time and like not be rushed, do 2 days.
Yes.
It's for sure a 2-day park.
And I'd say, like, do not skip out on either of the shows as well. Like, go see both of the shows. The How to Train Your Dragon show is awesome. And then it was really unexpected for the Fantastic Beasts show. Like, I actually enjoyed it much more than I thought I would.
Yeah, that was cool. I've never seen a Fantastic Beasts movie, and I was like,
same.
what are these weird little creatures? But, like, it was super cute. And I was like, what
It's
is
not
this
what
creature?
it's not what you think it is either, which is really cool.
Yeah. Jen, I'm late, but I'm here. Oh my God, Ashley, because of you, I started watching The Valley and I'm upset. It's the best show on TV. Literally, it's like, it's getting kind of sad because it's like so real, but like Jen, I'm so happy. It's so good.
Yeah, that's our binge-worthy show right now.
Sunny, hey everyone. Hey.
Hey, Sunny. Sorry we missed you. You were just in Hollywood. I saw on your Instagram, man. Got to get you next time.
Damon Lee gifted 5 Mouse Vibes memberships. Oh my God, you guys.
Shout out Damon. That was so sweet. Thank you so much.
As a Mouse Vibes channel member, you guys can use these like cute little emojis in the chat. I'm going to put them in the chat right now. And then contingent on what tier you are, you get 2 extra videos a month and your name listed at the end of our videos. So if you want to become a channel member or a patron, do it.
Ashley just made a channel membership video that released last week recapping basically our whole experience at Epic, and we did it in the Stella Nova bar, which lets you know it was extra good, right?
Andrew Duran, super random, but has anyone told you that you resemble Gwen Stefani? You guys are great, by the way.
That's amazing.
No, I've gotten Stifler's mom. What's her name?
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge.
I get Jennifer Coolidge all the time, and
That's
then I
not bad.
also
I
get
love that.
Ashley Tisdale.
I get the 2 worst people, so it's so good.
McLovin and Eric no, and
I get the
McLovin and who?
my mom, but a boy. You look like Kathy.
What's the skater guy though?
No.
You oh, okay. I think you look like him. I'm the same Ashley. It takes a lot for me to approach him. Yeah, I used to be, but like, I don't know. It used to, like, in a work setting, I'll like walk up to people, but like, you know, just no.
I get it.
What's your current favorite land at this moment?
Oh, great.
Dark Universe.
Oh, man. I really, really love the Dark Universe. To me, at first hand, that's what I want to say, just because it's like my favorite characters. It's my favorite attraction in the park. But as an overall land, I'd say Isle of Berk. It's just so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I cannot wait to go see the new live action movie, by the way.
I love Dark Universe. I love both the rides. I know it's small, but I love Burning Blade Tavern, and I just love it. And then my list would go Dark Universe, Isle of Berk, Super Nintendo World, Ministry of Magic. That would be my choice.
Boom.
Yeah.
No love for Celestial Park, huh?
Oh, it's Celestial Park. Sorry.
Yeah, you're an honorary Celestian.
Sorry, redo. Dark Universe, Isle of Berk, Celestial Park, Super Nintendo World, Ministry of Magic.
Dang.
Yeah. Francis Park, hi Mouse Vibes, nice to hear from you too. Love your Universal Studios Hollywood content. Thank you.
Shout out Francis. Thank you for being here. We have a Universal Studios Hollywood update. We're just finishing up, so expect that in like a day.
Yes. Also, you guys, we have 74 in the chat and 39 likes, so if you want to give this live a like, give it a like. Ramblings of a Dying Soul. I found out today that the same director who did the cartoon version of How to Train Your Dragon did the live action version. This makes me way more excited for it.
Yes.
So awesome.
I love that they brought him in for all 4. Like, that's so cool. His name is, we did a little research for him because of our Epic video. His name is Dean Dubois.
Dubois. Yeah.
And when I found out that he did the How to Train Your Dragon movies, I was like, that's amazing. But he also wrote and directed Lilo and Stitch. Guy's a genius.
Super genius.
Dean Dubois.
Nick, you are beautiful.
Aw, thanks, Mom.
Nick does not
Sorry.
look like me. Not anymore. He used to like just
Thank
resemble.
you, Sonny.
It's not a bad thing. It's funny.
Yeah.
When you were younger, I've known you for 10 years. Oof.
Get it. Dang it.
Burn. I love the Epic Universe Super Nintendo World. Same, I do too. Everybody keeps saying Hollywood's is better, and I would highly disagree.
Totally.
I think
it's got Donkey Kong.
Well, yeah, theirs has Donkey Kong, and also I personally like the levels to it. I think it's fun and makes it feel more dynamic, but a lot of people are like, don't like it, but I do.
No, I think it's perfect, honestly, because it hides all the sight lines. I love the one in Hollywood, but when you look up, you can see everything. You can see, like, the NBC building. You can see the roller coaster. Like, everything is exposed. I like that you cannot see anything outside of the one in Epic Universe.
Except on the Donkey Kong coaster, and it's because the trees are still growing, but on the Donkey Kong coaster, like right when you go out, you see Dixie Kong, but you also see the freeway and like bricks.
Shout out to the freeway. You're right.
But it's only because the trees are still growing. But the first time we went on, I was like, ooh, kind of took me out of there.
It's got a 5-year plan.
Good answer. Yeah, those are the best. Nick equals Zach King.
I have got that one before too, Nana. See, she knows. She knows.
Yeah. Nice hat, Perry the Platypus. Yeah.
Perry? The platypus?
Oh my God. Mouse Vibes, you guys rock. Sadie and Lily are watching because they love you. Oh my gosh. What's up, Sadie and Lily?
You guys are the best. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for being here.
Hope you're having the best day ever.
Make sure you listen to your dad, all right? He's awesome. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate
Thank you. Vacation mode. We're headed to Orlando end of July. Ooh, you're
Let's
going
go.
in the summertime. Have the best time. As we said earlier in the live, bring a neck fan. Bring extra underwear.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rachel. But bring your neck fan and maybe a change of clothes. It's really hot. But you're gonna have the best time.
Have the best time. That's so fun.
So fun. Selena, hi guys. Hey, thanks for being here.
Hey, Selena. Thank you.
Okay, if you don't do HHN and don't do horror, is Dark Universe still doable? Oh, girl, you'll be fine. The Invisible Man scares people a bit. Like you could, I don't know if you watched our character video, but like the Invisible Man will run up on you, but it's like not that deep. And this is coming from someone that like the tiniest noise scares you. You could 100% enjoy it. The ride, it's scary, but like, it's scary, but it's not terrifying. But it's scary.
I think it's more of like a storytelling, sentiment. I like it a lot. Like I really enjoy the attraction. I think that you're gonna be fine with it. You have to go like looking for spookiness, if that like makes sense. Like don't go there at nighttime. If it gets scary, go to the Burning Blade Tavern.
Yeah.
The characters aren't like just like gonna go up and scare you though.
No, and you have to go interact with the Invisible Man for him to scare you. So it's like literally, yeah, it's fine. But you can do it and you can have a good time. But it is scary. What are you giggling at?
Ryan just sent me a photo of Sadie's face from that comment.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I'm gonna make that my background now. Thank you.
I'm gonna table this. Tabitha, we're gonna come back to this after the Epic Universe talk.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, we have a super chat from Vacation Mode. You are amazing.
Aww.
Thank you. Wait. Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Means a lot. Have a great time in Orlando.
Yes.
That's gonna be so fun.
Not too shabby. Patreon Aloha Vibe Tribe member here. Yay! And my first time sending a message. I'm Filipino and I love the representation from Nick.
Yes.
I also everything about Ashley. Y'all should film a trip to the Philippines.
This is the best comment
That's
ever,
so
by the
cool.
way. Thank you so much for supporting and being part of the Vibe Tribe. I love that. First off, I just love that you're Filipino and repping. We need to go there. I've never been.
I would love to go to the Philippines. The flight time kind of intimidates me, but I think like that's when you take like a month-long trip. And I would love to go to the Philippines. I've had many friends that have gone and they love it so much, and it would be awesome. But thank you so much for being a Patreon member. We really appreciate it, and thanks for making a comment.
I'm just gonna say this: most things that we kind of talk about on here that we put out into the world, like whether it's a trip to Europe or going to Epic Universe or whatever it is, a lot of them have happened. So
Yeah.
we're gonna use that right now.
Yes.
Going to the Philippines.
So funny. You need to take 3 showers a day. Yeah, no, you 100%.
100%. 100.
What was the inspiration for Wario?
Oh, that's a great question.
So I found all the Wario stuff on Etsy, and I looked in Wario prosthetic cosplay, and I looked through, like, sometimes when you like leave a review, you can leave a picture. So I looked through a bunch of the photos, and there was a couple girls that did like a Shrek cosplay, a Wario cosplay, and I saw how they did it, and I was just like, cool. I just think it was funnier with the nose and eyebrows as opposed to like just being in yellow and purple. You know what I mean? So that's why. It wasn't a dare. I thought about that all on my own.
She willingly did it. Gladly.
If it gets scary, yeah. Yvette, I don't know if you partake in adult beverages, but you can literally go to the Burning Blade Tavern and take 2 shots and then get on the ride. But the ride is so good, like you need to go on it.
It's just like anything. Once you get the first scare going, you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's just that initial like anticipation.
Maybe you guys should do an Epic Universe haul for merchandise. That would be awesome.
We should do that.
We didn't get too much while we're out there, but we have some stuff. That's
Couple
cool.
wands, a record, and a monster hat, or monster shirt rather.
Yeah. I guess we did get
We
some
did get some stuff.
Random Recess, how long do you think characters like Igor will last in the park? It literally took less than a week for guests to manhandle him because dude, it's like, it's so, like, do you guys get like secondhand embarrassment just from other humans because you're like, oh my God, we're a part of the same species and you're so embarrassing? That's what it's like watching people act like that. It's like common courtesy, human decency, respect. Don't touch people. There's this video, I didn't show it to you, but like this family was like taking a selfie with Igor and like, I don't know if it was like the dad or whatever, like grabbed him to like stay there.
Ooh.
And it's like, don't, and Igor, for those of you who've been to Dark Universe, they don't really have a handler very close. It's like just them. So,
There's not a handler and they're crushing it. They're like doing insane improv. Like insane.
Yeah, it's like insane. But it's also, it's like you guys respect the actors. Don't follow them for 30 minutes and have them to have be on with you. It's just like, don't be weird. Don't touch people. Be normal. I'm
actually hoping the opposite, Chris and Abed, that they ramp it up. Like, I want to see Dr. Victoria Frankenstein. Like, I want there to be more representation from the monsters within the manor.
Yeah.
Like, Ashley put this out a while ago. Like, how do we get a Creature of the Black Lagoon meet and greet in, like, a little cave or something? Something like that.
I conceptualize a Creature of the Black Lagoon meet and greet, and basically, like, to the left of monsters, it would be this, like, little, like little area, kind of like San Francisco, and you'd go through, like, dark little like green blue lake situation with cool lights, and then he would like be in this little pool and like jump out to meet you.
I love that.
And that would be like the moment. Like everybody in the picture would be
AC
like that.
meet and greet in Dark Universe just sounds great.
Yeah. We're hoping to go on one of our days on our trip for the Walt Disney World Marathon. Hopefully the lines get a bit more manageable.
I think you're going to see it either get crazy or really manageable quick.
Yeah.
With whatever the weather's going to be. I'm like interested to see like how Epic is performing right now as far as like the summer coming in.
And that's what we wanted to talk about in this live, exactly that. Well, let's go. Let me look over. Oh, how do I do that? Okay, so you guys, do people outside of our space know what Epic Universe is? Like, have you asked your parents, your friends, whatever, like, what do you think? Because if we didn't tell our family, they wouldn't know what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think? Are people aware about it?
That's interesting. We talk to a lot of people that go to the theme parks. It's kind of like where we surround ourselves, but I'd say for the most part, no.
I'd say that too.
Especially maybe in the last month or two, you might have been aware of it, like sometime after the Super Bowl, just because the advertisement started ramping up just for general people. But like, is that on anyone's radar? It's a great question.
Yeah. Or if like, I think a lot of what's going to happen that's going to contribute to its success is our families that have a trip booked, don't know what Epic is. They see this shiny new thing in all the hotels and people promoting it, and then they end up extending their trip or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and is it going to be like one of those things where, a park opens and people are waiting for reviews? Like, normally, like, with Disney's California Adventure or Animal Kingdom, the first year attendance was a little bit slow as people were waiting to see what the park was like, waiting for reviews. But now we live in the digital era where they're able to see it immediately. Like, does that change anything?
And also people are like, it's like, people on the internet are so ruthless and quick to like say like mean things, and not to sound like me, but it's like that discourse too of people just crapping on it. Or like there's like people that are like so into Disney that like anything any other theme park does is crap, even though that's not true, and just like crapping on it. And it's just like, it's not very fair,
Right. Let's hit the chat and hear what everyone has to say. Because I feel like I've been yapping about it for 5 years, so I'm too into it.
I'm really hoping they'll add a few handlers. Yeah, I agree.
They need it.
Hold on. I'm going to star all these ones that I want to go back to. Okay. Creature from the Black Lagoon and those would be so awesome.
The Phantom of the Opera would be insane.
It'd be scary. He's scary. His face is scary.
I love that.
Do you think that Universal will take over the backlot and put more rides since a lot of filming happens out of... I definitely think that we can expect expansion somewhere at Universal Studios Hollywood in the next few years.
I think so too, especially on the backlot. I feel like that area was untouchable for years. Like, essentially when the lower lot was built in the early 90s, like I believe it opened like 91 or 93, somewhere in that range, those studios were still like being used heavily. Like Jurassic Park came out in 93, so if they built the lower lot in 91, like some of their biggest films hadn't been filmed there yet.
Yeah.
Which is so interesting to think about. But since then, you know, we fast forward like 30 years later, like they're like, the biggest show that's filming there is Lopez versus Lopez, and no like shade to George Lopez, but like it doesn't have the same weight as Spielberg. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. But I think they're trying to bring filming back to California. Like Gavin Newsom's doing like a big initiative, but like everything in entertainment is.
But it's just also like
right
the
now.
spacing, like with like what is it, the volume that they use. Like you just don't need all of that.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Epic looks really cool, but yeah, the opening day felt uneventful. I think that Epic Universe's media strategy was to have everybody go ahead of time and get all the reviews out so that opening day wouldn't be crazy. I know that they capped it at a certain amount, so the lines were very manageable, but you know, they did have the portal openings and all of that stuff for opening day. I thought it looked fun.
It looked fun, but I think it's like one of those weird things. Like if it was packed with people, they would have like doomed it a failure because it's unmanageable. And then if they cap it and it looks empty, they're like, it's not as grand. And it's a tough one. I feel like the people that were there for the opening day, I kick myself for not going.
Yeah, we were so tired.
But they said it was like the best theme park day. So.
Ever. Random recess. All of our coworkers had no idea what Epic Universe was. They all thought it was a new Disney park. Okay, so here is something funny. I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but so I worked in radio and I went to Power 106 and I worked at Power 106. And then 3 years into me working at Power 106, our competitor across the street started a hip-hop station called Real 92.3, and then Big Boy left Power 106, and for those of you not in California, you're like, what are you talking about? But for those of you in California, you know what a big deal it was. And for still to this day, and that station's been around for a decade, people, when they see Power 106, they're like, Big Boy, or when they see Big Boy, they're like, Power 106. People don't pay attention to stuff, and that's my whole point, exactly your comment about Disney Park. Like, people have no idea until they're like, you know, or someone says it. And that's like, I just remember thinking that. I was like, wow, none of this is that deep.
Right.
Like, nobody knows. It's like, yeah. But no, you're right. Sorry, got long-winded, but I'd love to tell that story. Chris, it's true. Many people had no idea what it was before the marketing push.
Shout out to Chris. Thank you for being here, by the way, buddy.
Chris, drinking with you every night in the Stella Luna. I get them confused. Bar was so fun. You're great.
Take us back.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like the best kept secret, we'll say, though, Epic Universe, right? Like, people who are dialed in, looking for the updates, you could definitely find it. But just, for the outside, I don't think it was huge.
Yeah. No, they don't. I know someone who used to work for Lowe's Hotels, and that's the only reason he knows.
Wow.
Yeah. My parents became interested because they did a huge thing on it for an entire week on the Today Show specifically.
Oh, that's amazing.
I also think that once that Epic Universe 3-part documentary hits, they're going to put a big amount of money behind promoting that all across, you know, on all social and then also on Peacock.
Right.
But I think that's really going to like open doors for stuff. Like, because I feel like I would confidently say after the Imagineering story, a lot more people booked their trips to like Hong Kong and Shanghai.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because like that type of storytelling and people get emotional connection to it and they want to go visit.
100%.
My chiropractor knows Epic is the place with Super Nintendo World. I had to tell her why she had to fix my neck.
That's hilarious. Woohoo! Woohoo!
I showed my older sister and nephews, and now we're going there in 3 months. Awesome.
That's so cool.
Leah, my mom is in her 70s and knew about it.
Leah, your mom is awesome.
Yeah, your
Shout
mom
out
is
to your mom.
awesome.
That's so cool.
Francis, some of my friends didn't know about Epic Universe. Yeah, I think it's like a lot of a lot of our friends didn't either. Like once we told them
shade
about it,
either.
they went and looked it up. I think the one person that knew was my neighbor, and who he follows me on Instagram, and he freaked out when he's like, "You went to Epic Universe? Oh my god!" And I was like, "I did," and he like knew everything about it.
It wasn't like something that was even on our radar until we started going to Universal Orlando, and just kind of hearing people talk about this new park that was coming, and just. And then I remember like seeing the concept art. We were on a cruise. We were on Icon of the Seas, and that's when they made their official announcement of like, these are the 5 worlds. And I just remember seeing that and being like, oh my, this is on some like Tokyo Disney level stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It was great.
Kevin Davis, Universal Studios should have promote Epic Universe everywhere to the public. Give early access to the public a month before grand opening. Wait. Give early access to the public a month before the grand opening isn't helping the city. I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. I think that there was a huge discourse online of why they opened it so early and people were upset about it. And it's like, you have to get reps in for the rides. You have to get people rehearsed. And you should obviously offer it to the team members first and the people that worked on it. So I'm going to disagree with you. I think that the way that they did it was smart. And, you know, it was technically the public, like if you were friends or family of a team member, and then they also did annual pass holders. So,
or if you weren't an annual pass holder, you could stay at a hotel and go.
Yeah, so it's like they did give people options, and I think the way that they rolled it out was smart.
And it's like, and it, totally understandable for what you're saying. Like, maybe if you're thinking about the park fully functioning and getting every amenity and just knowing it's going to work 100%, it's just not going to happen in the first few months. So they're like, why not? Let people know and give some reps. I thought it was, you know what, unique. I could only imagine what the stories would be like if I got to experience Disneyland before it officially opened in 1955.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally. Okay. So these right now, these are like as of a few hours ago, but these are the current wait time. So obviously, like as we said in our video, Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry is going to be the longest wait. And it's so crazy. After I wrote it for the second time, it was cool, but like, Monsters Unchained is still number 1.
They're so different in ride experience, so it's hard. It's like one of those things you compare and they're totally different. I'd say the Harry Potter ride is so grand. It's on this like larger than life scale and it's incredible. But I do agree with you. I prefer Monsters Unchained as the riding experience.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know. Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry, the second time we wrote it, was a bit more jerky and rough. Yeah.
I wonder if they've changed it. It felt different the second time around.
It did feel different. The first time I like really, really enjoyed it and I loved it and like it changed my life. And then the second time we wrote it, I was like, something about that changed and I don't like what the change was.
Right.
I liked the queue better than the ride.
Oof.
But that's just me, sorry. But yeah, these are the wait times you guys can expect. It's going to get crazy. I mean, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge was like 270 minutes last week. So again, if you have the extra funds or if you're saving up for the trip, we always recommend Express. It'll just make your park day easier. But it seems like successful to me. I don't know if current wait times, like, is that how you measure success? But it seems successful to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's busy. Those are long waits, you know, but the park just opens. And maybe that's also letting you know when you see like a major attraction like Monsters Unchained goes down, that really hurts the rest of the park. It could be something like that. But we've also seen it where Battle of the Ministry is down and every other ride is wide open.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell right now.
Okay.
Hit this one from Justin.
Oh, which one? The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Is it true the Simpsons land is going to close because Disney owns the Simpsons after they bought Fox?
Not necessarily. I mean, there is like a contract that was signed, and it does expire in the next couple years. They'll probably get rid of it. It doesn't seem like they makes a lot of sense to pay out another company. But yeah, we should expect a change soon with Simpsons, but nothing has been announced formally.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, Nick and Ashley. Hope all is well. Loving all the Epic Universe content. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Good seeing you.
What's the story of the dog with the mohawk behind you?
Oh, that's our dog Gizmo. She passed away a few years back, and it was a super sad story. So
yeah, we don't want to talk about it, but you can Google it and find out what happened.
Super sad. Our friend Chelsea got us this portrait of Gizmo, though.
Yeah, and we love her, and we love her mohawk. I remember the first time I went to Universal Studios Hollywood in 2013. It was so different from
Dude.
It's changed so much. I was looking at photos. I have photos of when I went in 2008, and it's a completely different park.
Like, you're gonna, if this is what I'll say, if you think it's changed now, which it has drastically with, with the roller coaster and whatnot.
Oh, there's four. Whoa! Oh, that was cool.
With the roller coaster or whatnot, in the next few years, with the moving of the Studio Tram Tour, addressing Springfield, USA, what is happening in the lower lot as far as expansion, this is gonna feel like a full-fledged theme park. It's gonna feel totally different. Like, the stuff I grew up with is all gone.
Yeah,
all of it.
It's all gone.
All of it, so.
Random recess. Other than Oz, what are your guesses for what lands will go into the expansion paths for Epic? It looks like there's room for 2 more lands.
Oh, man, that's crazy. It's insane because, like, when we were talking to different creatives, they were, like, letting us know, like, they are going into work in June to start the new expansions. They didn't say what it was for. Wicked is our obvious, like, our number one choice right now. At least mine. I don't want to speak for you on that. But it feels like Super Nintendo World is built for an expansion. Like, it feels like existing lands have so much room and opportunity. If you go to Harry Potter and the Ministry of Magic area, there's 2 corners. One corner has the Battle of the Ministry, and the other corner is nothing. Initially, there was a rumor of a ride going there, an attraction. And when we got dropped off for our media check-in, we actually drove right behind it, and there's so much room back there.
Yeah.
Like, tons. So it could easily be an expansion for both of those lands, worlds rather. But what kind of IP would you like to see go there? Like, that's a great question. I mean, I want to know what you guys think.
I personally, instead of an IP, I would love, I know there's going to be 2 more, but I would just love Monster or Dark Universe to be expanded, get another ride in there and, like, another activity. I definitely think Wicked's coming, and I do think they're going to build another part of Super Nintendo World and extend that. It's the most popular land there.
Yes.
Like, people live for Super Nintendo World. But I'm trying to think of, like, what other IP. I mean, I don't know if it fits with the park, to be honest, but I'm always wishing and hoping for a Jurassic World. I just think that would be so badass, and, like, seeing how Universal Creative can do amazing things. I just know that, like, if we had a literal Jurassic World, that would be the craziest stuff ever. Like, that would be
insane.
Crazy, don't you think?
Like, what do you do, though? Do you... Because, like, essentially everything that's within Epic Universe besides the Super Nintendo attractions, obviously, are only made for that park. So far, right?
Yeah.
Would you just, like, clone Jurassic World stuff and bring it in there?
No.
Would you take that ride that's in, like, Beijing and put it in there? Or would you build it for, like, the new franchise? Because we just got a second trailer of the new Jurassic World Rebirth, and they're, like, mutant dinosaurs. They're experimental dinosaurs, and is that, like, the face of it?
I think the original Jurassic World movie was so cool and immersive, and the gyrosphere was so badass, and I just feel like to have a really unique gyrosphere ride and then have a water ride. And I think that would be amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. That's one thing. Epic doesn't have enough water rides for how hot the park is. Like, you have the fire drill, but I think that they should definitely in the future build more water rides. Because, like, in Florida, when it's that hot, yeah.
So our official ideas are Creature of the Black Lagoon water ride expansion, and we want the Luigi's mansion for Super Nintendo World.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 things.
How were the crowd levels? So the crowd levels, Dr. G, have been a lot. Things have been up to 2 hours, and if something's delayed, then the rest of the park wait times increase. So it's been like from like 50 minutes to 2 hours. Yeah,
attraction-wise, like, feels like the shows are not having as many issues. They seem to be running all the time, and then the restaurants and bars and everything are also flourishing and opening, actually more of them since last time we were there, so.
Yeah. Oops. Wasn't there a Zelda portrait somewhere? I think Zelda could definitely happen.
Zelda feels like it's prime for it. Like, that's... By the way, this is another thing within Universal. Like, there's these, like, rumors that pop up and everyone knows it. And it's like, it almost becomes like Bible. Like, if that rumor is out, it's eventually going to become true at Universal.
Yeah.
I've heard so many things for Zelda. Initially, it was the Lost Continent in Islands of Adventure. But, I mean, bringing it over to Epic Universe would be so perfect.
That would be awesome.
It'd make a lot of sense.
It's me, Amy. I need more Ghostbusters at the parks as a land in Hollywood or just meet and greets at the park because I live in California, so I really want Ghostbusters. Girl, same.
Yes.
We just went,
Yes.
we saw the mega movie parade at Universal Studios Florida for the first time, and you guys, it was so sick. Oh my God. And the Ghostbusters float was amazing. And the casting for the Ghostbusters float was amazing. It was honestly one of the best parades I've ever seen. Amy, I agree with you. I wish that we had a Ghostbusters land here at Universal Studios Hollywood. That would be
so fun.
That would be so fun. And then bring back the show and just do it.
I feel like that franchise, at least, the ones that have been made so far, are prime for an attraction, like a really good dark ride.
Yeah.
If you use a combination of animatronics and screens the same way that they did Darkmoor,
Yeah.
it could be so good.
Yeah. What's up, Jar Jar Bougie? In the
Yes.
house? Hey.
Jar Jar Bougie in the house.
Are the themed areas enough to add more rides? Ministry for sure.
Big time.
Big time.
It feels like because the area is so grand, like the buildings are so high, it feels like there should be more in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just because the rest of the world, with the area that they have, are packed in so perfectly, like the footprint is great, it just feels like there's something missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Also, you guys, if you haven't given this live a like, give the live a like. I sound so YouTube girl right now.
Hit it with the YouTube voice.
Give us a like.
I love that.
Bring the FanFest experience to a new land all year long. Change it out with the seasons. That would be cool.
To a new land. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea too.
We got to figure out how to do more with FanFest nights because that blueprint was great and it was a great introduction to an event, but it could definitely be plussed up.
I agree.
Like who was just saying Ghostbusters, Amy, I believe.
Yeah.
Like Ghostbusters feels like that would be prime for a FanFest nights. Like I love it, Halloween Horror Nights, but to have moments with those actors doing their thing or being in a hotel and they have to come in to bust a ghost in there or something, that feels so prime for that.
This is what they should do. They should do live action role playing like they did for Back to the Future on New York Street with Ghostbusters, and then the big Michelin Puff Man should come down and then all the Ghostbusters kill him, and then we all watch it.
Then we all get sprayed with marshmallows.
We all get sprayed with marshmallows.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
And then I get to do this scene. I love this town!
Yeah!
That's my photo op moment, yes.
Ryan Berger, where are the Pokemon? That's a good question, actually. I think Pokemon might be coming to Hollywood.
That's what I'm talking about. If we've known anything, yes, Super Nintendo World, Mario is the biggest. Mm-hmm. If Universal's really going to bring Pokemon to the domestic parks, legit do it, it is going to go crazy. And I know for a lot of us, I'm at that cutoff where a couple years, even friends of mine are super into it. I wasn't, but it is massive. It is one of the largest fan base I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They will buy the games. They will buy the merch still. If it's any indication of what FanFest Nights was like with One Piece,
Yeah.
I could not imagine what Pokemon would be like there.
I don't know anything about Pokemon. I just know my brother was really into it and he did the cards and the games and all that stuff. I know that I don't know what Pokemon is, but I want to see people happy, and I know that Pokemon has the biggest fan base ever. Ever.
Fits in so perfect too with the merchandising and the gamification that Universal's doing right now with the power bands and even the new generation wands where you can collect your data with your wand play. If you're going to be able to catch Pokemon and they're able to digitally encode it into your app, it's going to get crazy. It's going to go nuts.
Nick, is it not possible to do a brick Back to the Future remake, and who would play Marty now, and would the DeLorean be a Cybertruck?
That's actually such a fire one. I would make it a PT Cruiser, actually.
Ew.
I'm just kidding.
No offense.
You know what? This is another one where Hollywood has already kind of casted it for us. What's his name? Tom Holland, I feel is perfect for the role right now. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I actually really like the Marty McFly that they have at FanFest Nights.
Dude, so
he's really good.
I don't know if any of you guys watch Hacks on HBO. I watch it. I think it's in its fourth season, and it's majority of the season is filmed on the Universal lot. And I'm like watching whatever. It's like the second to last episode, and I hear this like voice, and it's like this like guy, and I'm like, that's the guy that played Marty McFly at Universal. So I looked him up on IMDb, and it was. And he looks like, he had a wig on obviously at the event, but like he looks like Marty McFly.
He was great.
Yeah, he was really good. Okay, let me go back to these favorites that I didn't answer. Elliot spotting, so cute. I'm sure he was happy when you got back. He was. When he comes over here in 20 minutes to bug us, we'll lift him up. But he's in his little bed right now being a good boy. Ashley, your Wario outfit was single-handedly the best thing I'd seen at Epic across the videos. You nailed it. I admire your I don't know if it's confidence. I don't know. I just like to have a good time. Ashley
is a black or white type of gal. It's either full glitter and glam, or she's going to wear a mustache and be a man.
Yeah.
It's either you dress up as Joe Rohde or
well, I always have glam as a man.
That's true. You are a glam man.
Glam man, yeah. Everyone's, oh, you kept the lashes on for Wario. I was like, obviously. Come on, man.
Wario with the lash? Come on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Tabitha, how was the Phineas and Ferb event? Details, please. Well, let's get into it.
Perfect.
Should we get into that? Okay, so, hold on, guys. I can't see over here. Boop.
I got it. Hold on.
Thank you. Okay, so we went to the world premiere of season 5 of Phineas and Ferb, and it was awesome. We like, sometimes when you get these emails, it's just like, come to this thing and watch, and like, they don't explain what it is, and we get there, it's at this like studio thing in Hollywood, and they have like a full-blown summer carnival outside.
It was like one of the biggest events. It was in Hollywood off Selma, a space I've been by 100 times, and I didn't realize like what was behind the wall. But it was this huge courtyard area, a little studio in there, and then they set up a premiere stage for what looked like a concert, and the first 2 episodes.
And it was like so many OG Disney Channel stars were there, like Sean, I think his name's Sean Astin Moore from Cadet Kelly, Roshan from Camp Rock. There was a bunch of other ones that I like know who they were, but I don't know their name. Allison Stoner was there. It was awesome. It was a really well done event. And like, we're casual Phineas and Ferb fans, but I was really excited to go. But like, people are like huge Phineas and Ferb fans, like losing it, and it was so cool to see.
You know, like when you go to a concert, you know the song, and then there's the people next to you that know every song.
Yeah.
And the breakdown, they're looking at you and singing the song at you.
Yeah.
That was this event.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was so much fun. And they had these like Perry the Platypus hats, and they had the whole cast there, and then Ashley Tisdale came out to sing, and I died. Like, I love Ashley Tisdale. She looks amazing.
She does.
She looks so good. But it was such a fun event. Like, Disney crushed it. We were so excited to be there. We had such a good time, and I whack-a-moled Nick like 45 times in the head.
I think like the coolest thing about these type of events is like you get to hear the stories behind the people creating it and make you understand like the little nuances or things that you may not have noticed just like watching it for the first time. And when you see how much love goes into a show like this and how many details are hidden, it's hard not to like fall in love with it. It's really hard. It's really fun.
The thing, I don't know if, for those of you who haven't seen Phineas and Ferb, like it's definitely like for kids and adults. But like the thing I love about the show, it's like it's so mischievous but heartwarming at the exact same time, and you're gonna love the first 2 episodes. It's like you do everything from like laugh to cry to it's just like so sweet. I don't know, it's just so sweet, and the music's good, and it's so good.
I loved it, really loved it, and we love Bowling for Soup.
Yeah, we do love Bowling for Soup. Okay, let's get into
hit this one from random. Let's go through these and then we'll do it. Hit from Random Recess.
We need FanFest nights in Orlando with Nickelodeon Studios experiences like climbing Aggro Crag or doing oh my god.
That's exactly what they need. They need some adults after hitting up the Orlando bars to challenge themselves for global guts.
That's literally what they need.
Could you imagine, by the way, if they were to ever do that for like an AJ Gen house, a Legends of the Hidden Temple Halloween Horror Nights house would be the best. It'd be like, actually have been like a guide in the rock.
I would hate that. I always got scared about
I actually love that idea of Nickelodeon Studios though. You get hire people to look like Keenan and Kel. Just go in order this way.
Rudio celebrates 4 months of membership. Show us the baby.
The Gigi's licking his foot over there.
He's licking his foot over there.
Shout out to you, Rudio, and thank you for celebrating 4 months of membership, bud.
Yes,
that's
thanks,
so cool.
Rudio.
Hit him with one of these, a victory.
Yeah.
Let's see, hit it for Johnny Drama. Here you go.
The pouring rain added to the atmosphere of Dark Universe. It was perfect. Oh, I bet. That sounds awesome.
Right? Dang.
Yeah.
There should be like an area that they do that. They did a really good job a couple years ago in the tribute store. They had like a rain effect indoors. Do you remember that? It was like the noir room.
Oh my God.
So that's not a bad idea. They could do that.
Okay, quick side question. Favorite song on Lady Gaga's new album, Mayhem? I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know. I haven't, don't judge me. I haven't spent too much time with this album, actually. It's been in like slight rotation, but not heavy, which I feel bad as a Gaga fan. But let me get back to you on that, man.
Here, you keep skipping these ones.
Oh, sorry. They can always switch out Simpsons after 2028. License expires to Pokemon area.
Right. It feels like that would be... Here's like the deal. Like with Pokemon coming to Universal Studios Hollywood, I think whatever happens with Springfield, USA, them just like replacing the signage and keeping the existing
no.
Like what is it called? Infrastructure around is like the worst possible idea. If you're gonna get rid of something there and this is the time to do it,
Start from scratch.
This is the time to really expand the pathway and actually make it feel legit.
Yeah.
Because right now it feels like it's been Frankenstein together and never really expanding the area, just like one pocket out of a time, and it's really, for better ways, like kind of hindered Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I think whatever they do with the Studio Tram Tour, when it gets relocated, that area in Springfield, do it as one lump. And I know it sounds crazy, but like the park only gets better if they shut it down to like actually rework it.
Yeah.
Do you know?
The thing that's going to be hard about Simpsons Land when it does go away, it's like so center that like they're gonna have to take it in pieces, because how else are you gonna like walk?
Right.
To walk to the lower lot, you know what I mean? But like that, I love Simpsons area, but like that ride is atrocious. We need to bulldoze it, burn the building down, and start from scratch. What that new IP is, I don't know. If it's Pokemon, I just hope it's not a screen ride. But seeing what Universal Creative was able to do at Epic Universe, I have all the faith in the world, it'll be really cool.
Right. I just keep hearing, like, if Orlando is to get Pokemon and it goes into, like, the Studios Park, they're going to have to, like, get rid of that show building. It's not so much like whatever's going there, they're just going to take out and put something new.
Yeah, I agree.
So, we'll see. I want to hear from you. What do you think, Carlos?
Just got here, made it to your live. Hope all is great. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Love this one from Justin Jordan, by the way. This is a good one. Loving the Jim Greco skateboard. Throwing hammers
I was
always.
going to say Jim Greco.
Oh, like Richard Grieco?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I love that. Richard Grieco's cousin.
Babe, there's 4 of us. Oh.
Here we go.
Did you hear that Five Nights at Freddy's was just confirmed for HHN in Orlando and Hollywood? But they didn't say if it was going to be a Ooh, bring up that Five Nights graphic. I was on a roll with graphics today, guys. I'm really proud of myself. Okay. Let's talk HHN. Yesterday, on a random Sunday, on a random time, we got this random piece of social that said, Five Nights at Freddy's is coming in a whole new way to this year's Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights in both Hollywood and Orlando. More details coming soon. The interesting thing about this is normally they don't do announcements on Sundays. It's normally during the week, and there's also a video element tied to it that announces the event.
It's either that or at least key art. Like this, this looks like I made it in the best way possible. It's not an official announcement. It feels like a placeholder for an announcement.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's the Five Nights, it's like the top of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Right. And then the more details coming soon. So I'm expecting, since it was dropped on a Sunday, like, let's kind of lay out the land a little bit for this. It's, it's June 2nd. Mm-hmm. Usually we're hearing a little bit about what's going on. In years past, we have. A couple years ago, they gave us the first house announcement the day after the event ended. So we are used to things rolling a little bit quicker. So maybe this is just a way to like ramp up what's going on. And I think like the underlying thing was Fan Fest nights coming to Universal Studios Hollywood, and then over in Orlando they were opening up a brand new theme park, and it didn't seem like they wanted just to be like, here's a house. They wanted the park to have its moment. So.
Yeah. So like it's interesting because it said a whole new way. So let's break that down. I did see online that a lot of people, I guess at HHN Orlando, there used to be character dining and it was really popular. And a lot of people were speculating that this would be an entire brand new Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria to do the character dining. What that would leave for Hollywood, I do not know, because we don't have the room, or we can't do that out here. I'm just like, I don't know if it would be a scare zone, because none of, at least the first movie, is based outside. It's all inside, and I don't know if that would make sense. What do you think about this A Whole New Way?
I mean, it could be two things. It could be absolutely nothing, and they're just like, it's going to be like what's inside the house that is what they're talking about. Or, you know, top of mind is, you know, Fan Fest nights. You know, we just experienced this where they did have walkthrough experiences, more so playing out storyline and to give you a personalized experience. The first thing that struck me was Dungeons and Dragons, and that's just because the Jim Henson Creature Shop was responsible for building the large-scale puppets. The Jim Henson Creature Shop is also responsible for all of the animatronics and puppets that are featured in Five Nights at Freddy's. So maybe it's something like that. What if you're able to move through rooms and storyline plays out?
Oh, yeah.
The hard thing to think about it is like, Five Nights is such a huge draw. How do you manage the crowds for something like that? Like, how do you do that? Like, Fan Fest nights, yes, it was like marginally successful, but not the way that Halloween Horror Nights is.
And on top of that, you have Halloween Horror Nights, which is ginormous, and then you add Five Nights at Freddy's, which has game lore, movie lore, all of it. It's arguably one of the biggest video games in history. Like, it's going to bring the crowds, and it's going to bring the kids. It's going to have kids experiencing Halloween Horror Nights for the first time. This is heavy with young adults and teens. I sound like such a grandma that did her research.
Young adults.
This is heavy with young adults and teens, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. It could be nothing, but like, I don't know. Let's hit the chat.
Yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you think is the Five Nights thing.
Amber girl, I don't know. That's what, like, I'm wondering. In a whole new way makes me think neither a maze or a scare zone, maybe an interactive rethemed restaurant or something. What if it's like an HHN house to the next level? Like, what if we have an accessory or a prop? And that's the experience. That's
what I'm saying. Like, it feels like when you look at Five Nights, it feels like it hits all of the boxes for Halloween Horror Nights. It's perfect as far as theming for a maze. It would hit on the merchandising. You can pick between all of the characters within Five Nights, and then also food and beverage. Like, when you have all three of those, that's usually like a headliner for the event. So maybe it's something where you're going to get all of those just really invested in. Like, what if there's still a restaurant in a house? Maybe they're just saying all of it is elevated.
Like, where, okay, so on this spec map, the one that is supposed to be Five Nights at Freddy's is a security camera, and that's over by Jurassic World, correct?
That's Soundstage 15, so okay. I mean, right now, that's what it says. It's a speculation map, so like none of this is confirmed.
Okay.
These are all just highly educational guesses where they get like 85% of them correct every year, so there's still validity to it, but what do you think it is?
I'm just thinking, like, just hear me out, and all speculation. If it's located at the one by Jurassic World, then that means the upstairs themed restaurant of Jurassic World might be themed to that. And that can be a Freddy Fazbear's Arcade and Pizzeria, and they can retheme the whole top of Jurassic Cafe to that. And they can even do that even if it's in the other soundstage. Or the little, how it used to be Stranger Things Pizza, and then it was Leatherface's Barbecue. That area, that can be Freddy Fazbear. But I just feel like this IP is too big and too interactive to just have it be this bootleg little stand with a facade.
Right. I feel like if you're building something for Five Nights, people want to go into the pizzeria.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that's what you have to build. It has to happen.
Do you think it'll be an escape room of some sort or a VR maze?
Oof. I do not. I think I can say 100% no VR. feels like anytime at Halloween Horror Nights or like Scary Farm when you have to like queue people up to get an accessory, it just creates a whole other like mess.
That's what was that Bloodlines 1942 or whatever at Knott's? Like they started out with the guns the first year and it was really cool, but it was just a nightmare like
to wrangle people
and it was just a lot. And then the next year they took them away. But it was really awesome the first year, but it just like the lines, it was just a mess.
Yeah. You have to do something like, okay, so like let's say it is with Five Nights, like what are the things that need to be in there? Like if it's a house, obviously there's going to be people in costumes, but do you want to see animatronics as well? Like how do you actually have it play out? Because I feel like there's so many questions within it. The movie doesn't give you a great idea of what they could do just because it's like this huge dramatic storyline of the security guard rather. But yeah, let me know what you think. Oh, so you guys think AR glasses too? Maybe a new maze where they give you AR goggles or something as you walk through. Maybe I'm the only one who doesn't believe that. That would actually make sense though. The Las Vegas Universal Horror expansion still has loads of construction going on and it's slated for the opening this year. Yes, it is supposed to open in August. It's a couple days before Midsummer Scream actually.
No, it's like it
a couple days
one
before.
of the days.
Oh, it does share a day.
Yeah, it's like the opening weekend is the first Friday of Midsummer.
Hold on, get you focus. She's back.
I'm back. Also, like, I don't know, this might be like very retro, but what if it's like, you know how they've had like the black lights and everything and then you get the like 3D glasses? It could be something like that. I don't know.
I hope it's more on the lines of like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Like, yes, you use like the neon paints and stuff, but figure out a way to get people in costume. Like, that's what we want to see. Like, and it has so many opportunities from that. Like, could you imagine if you go by the sound stage and they're like playing a song and then there's like a scare moment where one of them lunges? Like, it feels so perfect for Halloween Horror Nights. Like, it would be a huge shame if it's not some type of walking through Fazbear Pizzeria.
That's like, maybe it's like, but then again, operations wise, I don't know with how crowded it would be, but similar to what you said with FanFest nights where you go into the main room and everything turns off and then they start and then you go into the next. So it's not so much like a scare maze, but like you're just walking through it. Like it's not, you know what I mean?
It's just the hardest thing is with, I mean, Orlando, it feels like it could do it because they have the space to queue people up.
Yeah.
There's not. Like, when you're getting queued up, you're in the studio tram tour pathway and stuff. It's like, it's just silly.
It is.
So what do you think? What do you want to see come for Five Nights?
I want it to be a house or exactly what you said, a FanFest nights like type of experience. Where it's like everybody gets brought into a room and then it's like more of a storytelling thing and like a sing-along as opposed to like just a house that you get rushed through. And I would love to have it coincide with an eatery or a restaurant. Like we've seen what they're able to do like with the Weekend Bar and other themed bars above Jurassic Cafe and like they can totally make that Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Like have they had something in recent years where the plot deals with like a restaurant? I mean, just maybe Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
Because like Chucky has nothing to do with it. It's just silly. Leatherface barbecue is just silly.
But even the Stranger Things was just silly. Like they only went to the pizzeria in season 4 to like put 11 in that freezer thing. It's not like anything was like based on a restaurant. Like, Freddy Fazbear's is like pizzeria. You know?
There was like that, and then there was like the Scoops Ahoy. Remember they worked in the mall that one year?
Yes. I remember that. Are you guys too young to remember Real Monsters? I would like a PG-13 level scary maze on it.
Nope, loved it.
Yeah, I remembered Real Monsters. That was so good.
So fun. I love that, just like that era of Nickelodeon. Like it was just like the art was just so different and the humor was fun.
90s kids, honestly, like the other day, Nick and I had a glass of wine and we were watching 3 hours of vintage retro commercials from our childhood. And it was like Easy Bake Oven and like, what were the bugs that you made?
Oh,
Creepy crawlies.
Creepy crawlers.
Creepy crawlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, creepy
crawlies.
Creepy crawlies. But oh my God, do you guys remember those? Like the creepy crawlers, and then you would like essentially put it in the Easy Bake Oven, then you'd take them out and they were like...
You should basically eat bugs.
Yeah, bugs, and then
Love
you
that.
could... It was just like... Anyway, it was so cool. Okay, sweet.
Okay, while we're on Universal, we can kind of go into the summer celebration.
Yeah.
And if you have more stuff about Halloween Horror Nights, throw it into the comments and we'll circle back. But Universal Studios Hollywood is gearing up for their summer celebration that's just right around the corner. It's called the Mega Movie Summer. Love that, Mega Movie Summer. And essentially, we're going to be celebrating 3 film franchises through this. Back to the Future celebrating 40-year anniversary. Jaws celebrating 50 years, which is insane.
Insane.
I think the anniversary is later this month. And then we're celebrating Jurassic World with the release of the newest installment, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah, this is going to kick off next Friday, June 13th, and it's going to go through August, and I'm really excited for it. It's a new event. They've never done this before, but let's like break down what exactly is coming.
Yeah.
So they're going to be doing the 50 years of Jaws, Amityville Island Cafe on the upper lot. That's where the Hollywood and Dine is. It's transformed. You can get new drinks and seafood bites. There's like a $30 lobster roll, which is just crazy. And then,
I thought about this earlier because
Yeah.
it's like $30 for a lobster roll at a theme park, but I don't know if I would pay for a $10 lobster roll at a theme park. Like that seems almost too dangerous, right?
I love everyone. I don't want to eat lobster at a theme park.
That's true.
I don't even really want to eat seafood at a theme park.
Period.
That's just not for me. But I appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have like fish sticks and like a fish burger and all that stuff there. In our new video, we tried some of the food for you guys. And then for Jurassic World, this is actually pretty cool. They are going to have a debut of 2 new characters. You're going to have a baby walk around like dinosaur character on the lower lot, and then a new face adventure character. So those are like the dudes or chicks that are like wrangling the dinosaurs or what have you, but it's going to be based on the new Rebirth movie.
Can't wait for that. We're hoping for a Jonathan Bailey lookalike.
I know. I always like worry that I sound like a pervy grandma in all of our videos, because I was just like, I hope it's a man in cute little glasses and tiny little shorts, but like I really do hope it's a man in cute glasses and tiny shorts. Like,
I mean, a girl can only dream,
why
right?
not? You know,
Set the bar high.
Sorry, guys. They're also going to be celebrating Back to the Future. You're going to have Marty McFly, Doc, and Einstein the dog out on the upper lot in the plaza to meet. And then at Mel's Diner, they're going to have all of the food that was from FanFest nights, like the flux capacitor melt, and a few desserts.
What did you say?
Flux capacitor?
Capacitor.
Wait, is that it? Wait.
Capacitor. Flux capacitor. Flux capacitor is what happens when Marty drinks too much.
Flux capacitor. Sorry. No, my bad. That's funny.
Oh man, I love it. By the way, shout out to Mel's. I gotta try some of that food. I tried none of the food for FanFest night, so I'm gonna try that patty melt.
Listen, there's like that's like my biggest issue with all theme parks is there's not enough for me to eat. And there's like nothing, like I was looking at the menu for Mega Movie Summer and there's nothing I can eat. So Nick will be trying some food. I'll be trying the drinks and then bringing cheese sticks and carrots into the park like a loser.
It's interesting too, yeah. We'll keep them on ice for you though.
Thanks.
It's interesting, you know, like all 3 of those film franchises, you know, are connected by Universal, and you know, Steven Spielberg is involved in some way with all 3 of them, which is super cool. But it sucks that Back to the Future is not there as a ride. I just think about that because like you can get on the Jurassic World ride, you can see Jaws on the studio tram tour. I love to be able to meet Marty, but like I want to just be able to get in the DeLorean one last time.
Yeah.
Do you think like after this, like if The Simpsons is to be removed like everyone is saying, I want to pose this question and get everyone involved. Was The Simpsons, do you think, a failure for coming to Universal Studios Hollywood?
No.
I'm only saying that in the sense, like, because I love The Simpsons. I love Springfield. I think it's super unique. But I'm just saying in the sense of it replaced, like, a beloved Universal franchise that they owned, that the merchandise still goes. We saw a huge revival of it at FanFest nights. Everyone was dressed up as Marty. It's the 40-year, it's timeless. And do you think that they like, look at it and be like, we should have just upgraded Back to the Future? Do you ever think that?
Totally, but I just like the thing that's tough about Back to the Future is one, it's never been remade and it shouldn't, but two, it's very hard to like the reason E.T. in Orlando works is because like there's no screens or anything, and yeah, it's dated and you see the technology, but it's like it still just works. With a screen-based ride, I don't know how you would update that to be modern for an old movie. Like I don't know what they could have done.
I mean,
to,
like tear down the attraction and do something different.
But what would that be?
I mean, it feels like obviously you're trying to go 88 miles an hour, like you're supposed to be going fast. It feels like it's prime for a roller coaster, and I know back then it didn't make sense, and there wasn't the technology to be able to like shift the ride vehicle, or maybe have launch points where you can slow down and speed up the attraction midway through. Like, to me, it feels like Hagrid's motorbike vehicle, whatever that is, if you could figure out a way to do that type of ride with Back to the Future, like that's the home run.
Dude.
Like that's the thing you want to do.
Dude, 100%, because you can literally make new school animatronics of Marty and Doc and then have different scenes. Like even if you made it an indoor roller coaster and it's like doo doo doo, and then, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I wasn't picking up where you were going with that, but have it be a whole new ride, that would be sick.
Because like I mean, I'm not like coming up with like I thought of this myself. It's like one of those things when that UK blueprint or whatever they call concept art went up, there was a Back to the Future coaster in it, like clearly pictured in there. And it just got us thinking like that is something that would just go off. But like you would have to like change the storyline obviously because we've outpaced the movie. Like the future of 2015, we're like way past it. So like we're gonna have to like make a new storyline, go a little bit further in the future, and let's gun it to 88 one more time.
Totally. Matt, is a Mega Movie... Yeah, the Mega Movie Summer is not a paid after-hours event. It runs daily, and it's with the park. So it's with your admission ticket. Yeah.
They got to bring it back. Here we go from one.
Back to the Future, the ride will always have a place in my heart, though. Can I ride it just one more time? That
ride, and when you actually, like... It's one of those things, you don't respect it while you have it. And like when Ashley's like, the screens are dated, it's like, but when you see how it was made, and this is before CGI, and they made miniatures for everything and shot it on film, and you see that, it's like a master class of filmmaking. And you just don't get to see that type of like, that 90s budget just throwing out money. You just don't see it like that.
No, you don't.
I love that attraction.
We need Back to the Future back at the park. Yes, dang.
Come on.
Liz, I was just telling my hubby I miss Back to the Future and the Terminator at the park and agree. No, I just feel like Back to the Future is one of those things that don't need to be remade. Like we just recently rewatched all three of them and it's just like chef's kiss.
It's timeless.
It's timeless.
It's so good. Don't touch it. Like it's too good. Okay, don't give me a spin-off either where it's like Marty's kids. Like just leave it alone.
Backdraft.
Hold on. Sorry. Now you can go away. Sorry.
Oh, you're making it bigger?
Yeah.
Why no remake there? I just don't think it's something that should be remade.
No.
Yeah. We need to go back in time one more time.
Let's go.
Amy gets it. They need to make a Back to the Future roller coaster ride. I agree.
They got to.
I agree.
It just feels like it would lend itself perfect, and the way that they do attractions now with the blending of screens and animatronics feels like it's poised for it. It would do really well.
Dude, but you just like blew my mind with saying Hagrid's motorbike. Like that would be, people would lose their effing minds. Like lose their minds for that
If
ride.
you think about it too, it's like, if you're going to get rid of The Simpsons and you're really investing as, you know, Nintendo is the company that you're going to invest that's outside of Universal, why don't you just use some of your classic films? Like, there is a fan base. As much as people knock on E.T., it's like, if that was something that was updated and they did really, really well, like a legit dark ride, people would go nuts for it. Like, the merchandising still goes crazy.
I say this all the time, nostalgia sells. Like, if I could, I live in nostalgia every day. I don't know if that's healthy, but like, I crave the past in the sense of just like things and comfort from my childhood, and I know I'm not alone in that feeling, and especially as a millennial, and it's like nostalgia makes money, and I think these theme parks know it, and they need to like double down. Like if they want everybody's money, bring the Back to the Future ride, update ET, like, you know what I mean?
And it seems like an easy get. Like we're talking about Mega Movie Summer, and yes, we have Doc Brown in the park all the time. Like, how hasn't Marty just been in the park for the last, 30-something, 40 years?
Yeah.
Like, it seems like an obvious thing. Give a guy a red puffer jacket and let him just go out there and be confused.
In the past year, Disney and Universal specifically have really been pushing the boundaries of face characters and really been going above and beyond to really cast these people well. And you started seeing that in Avengers Campus, right? And every single new series or movie, they would have somebody out there new. And it was usually a face character. And I think that's really cool. And I love that Universal's starting to do that too. Like, they cast both the Martys so good.
Especially here in Hollywood. Like, we're in Hollywood. You have so many working actors and so many, and like, these films are beloved. Like, my friends speak to each other in Marty quotes.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of those things.
Universal could even do a Beetlejuice ride. Oh my God, Ray.
I mean, I love that.
Ray?
I love that.
A Beetlejuice dark ride would...
It would go crazy.
It would go crazy. Dude. E.T. merch does still sell. I still have the same E.T. doll with the red hoodie that you have in the background next to Lotso. Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's the best.
That is so funny.
I'll be right there. Like, come on. We love E.T.
Love. Also, that will be at Mega Movie Summer, is you're going to be able to meet Elphaba and Glinda on the upper lot at the Wicked photo op. So they're going to be coming from FanFest nights. It's going to be a good event. I'm really excited. Summertime at Universal is hot, but it's really fun. And then also there's going to be like a Mosasaurus splash at the end. So you're just going to get extra wet. As if you couldn't get more wet on that ride, you're going to get extra wet.
Yeah, and they're adding 4 Dilophosauruses, the spitter dinosaurs, back to the attraction as well. They were removed when it did like the facelift from Jurassic Park to Jurassic World. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see where they're placed. I still think that they're going to go somewhere in that gyrosphere, like kind of where they were before.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because that part of the ride always still felt a bit like empty.
Yeah, totally.
So maybe that's where they'll go.
Okay, guys, we have 76 likes. Let's try to get to 100.
We can do it.
That's my YouTube voice.
I love that.
We can get there.
I also want to touch one more thing on Mega Movie Summer.
Yeah.
To round out the celebration, so we talked about Wicked being there, as it's, which is great. They should have all the characters in the park as it gears up for its second film releasing in November. But we're also celebrating the live action film of How to Train Your Dragon. So you can actually get a photo op with Toothless in the Universal Plaza, and then there's like treats outside themed to Toothless and the Night Furies. It's right in front of Baker Street. Yeah,
it's like right there. They have cookies and treats, and then they have a Toothless popcorn bucket. And then while the Toothless doesn't move, he is like 750 pounds. So it's a really cool photo op, and he's super big and lifelike, and you can touch him. It's going to be really fun.
I'll just say this after being at Epic and watching the films recently. If you guys have not experienced How to Train Your Dragon, go watch it. It's really, really good. I'm not just saying that. Yeah. It's a tearjerker. There's stakes, teach you life lessons. It's great.
We're seeing it on Friday, and I'm really excited.
Can't wait.
Yeah, yes. It's going to be good. If Ghostbusters are in Orlando, can they be characters during Mega Movie Summer? I just want more. I agree. I'm a character girly too, Amy, and I agree with this. Like, I feel like they should just like literally just have every Universal movie character ever just walking around, like literally just like, hey guys, like Ghostbusters, Trolls, How to Train It. I would just want Vikings, Marty. Let's go.
It wouldn't have to be something too crazy. Like, what if you just have Ray holding like the trap coming through and like, excuse me, get out of my way.
Yeah,
we got something here and it's causing commotion. Or what if you have Louis Tully and you're like waving him for the reader? Doing things like that would be really fun.
That'd be so cool. But we are on your Ghostbusters side, Amy.
More Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's the new ones. Bring them in.
Oh.
Okay, what else do you want to talk about?
Okay, so what up, Dean?
Well, shout out Dean. Let's click on his name.
Okay, you guys, last night was the Netflix TUDUM event, and we just wanted to talk about the two things that we're excited about and hear what you guys are excited about. If you didn't watch it, basically Netflix at the Kia Forum in Inglewood had this ginormous event, and it was basically like a mini festival of all their upcoming releases. They released new trailers, they had celebrities there, Lady Gaga performed, and it was really cool. But two of them stuck out for us, that first one being... Well, bam! Happy Gilmore 2. Comes out on July. We're so excited. I think the original Happy Gilmore is my favorite Adam Sandler movie. It's just so good. But you see that Ben Stiller is going to be back in his character. And they played an extended trailer. And it's just, I'm so excited for this film.
I cannot wait. This is something I've been waiting for 30 years for. I love Happy Gilmore. Love it. The trailer gave away way too much for me, though.
It did.
It gave away, like, everything. I basically watched the movie.
I feel like trailers need to chill a bit. They put out, like, I get it's for marketing, but they put out, like, 7 they're like, here's a new trailer, here's a new trailer, here's a new trailer. And then by then, you've, like, even though we're literally going to see a cool trailer tomorrow, don't talk about it. But still, it's like, they did, like, a 5-minute trailer. I'm like, I saw the whole movie.
I saw the whole movie. I just did that with Jurassic World Rebirth. There's a second trailer, and it told way too much. I'm like, I know what the whole movie is now. Dang it.
That's also like when you log into Netflix and you know how like when you hover over it, it plays like the whole movie and you're like, bro. But anyway, there's a Bada Bunny as his caddy, but we're just so excited. That's Bad Bunny.
The part in the movie went by so quickly, or in the trailer rather, went by so quickly I wasn't even paying attention. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, a ton of cameos. I love that they have pro golfers in this time around. Seeing JT in there and other big names that are like really like on the tour right now was cool. Like just because the first one was all made up characters, it felt like. So love that.
I'm excited. I hope it does well. I still think Adam Sandler makes good, fun movies. I know people think he fell off, but I don't think so. Like, You're So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah, loved.
Yeah.
I just love all of his films. But this is going to be good. It feels like it's going to be a really good summer. We're getting Megan. We're getting Jurassic World Rebirth. We're getting Happy Gilmore 2. It's going to be awesome.
I'm just going to say this. The theaters are back.
The theaters are back.
The films that are coming
Even
out
though this is on Netflix.
I mean, hey, when the check clears what they're doing for Adam Sandler, he doesn't care where it's released. That deal he signed with Netflix, I wouldn't care either. Like, whatever. It's good. But just films in general right now just feel like they're peaking. We're seeing a lot of creative ideas, a lot of, like, sequels to movies that we never thought we'd see before, so I think it's in a good spot.
I think so too.
Okay, number one Happy Gilmore quote, go.
Oh, I can't.
You can't say it on here?
I can't say it on here.
Okay.
Like, you eat pieces of fish for breakfast? No!
Yeah, Grizzly Adams had a beard.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard. This is our relationship nonstop.
Yes,
What quote
great.
did I say the other day that you knew? And I was like, how did you know that?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was so good.
Yeah, really excited for this film. Happy Gilmore 2.
Are you too good for your home?
This is probably the one I was looking the most forward to, and we got not only an official trailer for it, but we got release dates for everything for Stranger Things, the final season, number 5.
Dude, Volume 1 is going to come out Thanksgiving week. Volume 2 is going to come out on Christmas. And then the finale, which is set to be like a 2 to 3 hour finale, is going to be on New Year's Eve. We will be set.
This is going to be an interesting metric to pull. So Thanksgiving for the opening weekend is insane. I believe that's a Wicked Part 2. It's always a huge weekend for film. So I'm interested to see the parallels for it. Are people going to get up and go to the theater, or are they going to be binging Stranger Things?
Dude.
It's going to be a great metric, I'm telling you.
There are a few, so I've said this so many times, Nick is not a binger. He'll binge for like 2 episodes and he gets antsy in his pantsy and has to do something. I will give my man credit, he will binge Stranger Things. You will. You binge season 4 in like one sitting
Stranger
with me.
Things is made for someone like me. It's like movie nostalgia. Everything is an Easter egg or a reference to an 80s movie, and for someone like me who is just has a hard time, just like I can pick a movie in the first 2 minutes and tell you everything that's going to happen, this just keeps me dialed in the whole way through. So I love it.
It's so good. But you guys, we see, I don't know if you see up on the top left, we have 2 new characters that are like fighting the Vecna battle with them. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited to like see their backstory. But I have high hopes for this. I'm really sad to see it ending. And I know like there was so much time in between seasons, and I kind of complained about that. And then Nick was like, they're putting on a production. They're making like a 6-hour film. Like you can't just do it overnight. I was like, you're right.
I feel like too, I think it was one of those choices, like I'm pretty sure the directors were ready to go. but it's giving these young people time. Like, you can't burn people out.
But also, right after season 2 or season 4, we went into the writer's strike.
Yep.
And people weren't able to do things. So it's like all of that was postponed, you know?
Postponed, and then you don't know what other projects that were postponed for those actors.
Yeah.
That, you know, they got moved to the front. I mean, what's his name? David Harbour just is like a Marvel star now. He's an Avenger.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's fighting in the Upside Down and anyone else.
I wonder who is going to time of the finale where Stranger Things ends at midnight to ring in the new year. Ooh.
Dean, jeez.
Dean.
What if all the power goes out? What if this is the most elaborate practical joke ever?
That is crazy. Tiff, what up, Tiff?
Aw,
I
love you,
can't
Tiff.
wait for Stranger Things. LOL, my ringtone on my phone is still the theme song since season 1. It's just like it changed. Like, I don't want to be dramatic when I say this, but I feel like Stranger Things like changed everyone's lives. Like, I specifically remember, I know where I was watching who I was with each season and like how that summer felt or whatever time of year that it went out. It was just crazy. But summer of 2022 was like that running up the hill scene. It's just like, it just was so
And
good.
you see the trickle down effect to other shows like that were like really trying to capture that like retro 80s vibe like right after that. I feel like American Horror Story did one.
Yeah.
Even like Fear Street we just kind of watched. There's like a lot of stories really tied into that, which is cool. I'm even so much like the Goldbergs. Like,
yeah.
For better or worse.
Oh my God, you're so right.
It's cool to see this get wrapped up. It's interesting that we've gotten to see these kids. Like 11 was a little girl, and she's like a married woman now.
Yeah, she can drink, I think.
Really?
I think so.
11 isn't 11 anymore.
Yeah, she's like a whole woman. Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're all like, I mean, Finn Wolfhard's like 18 feet tall. He's like a model. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's crazy. But I'm excited. I know it's going to be good. I know people will have their opinions, but I'm really excited for it.
Not trying to be a negative person, but how the discourse of everything goes online, it's either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. It's going to get ripped apart, or it's one of those things that's almost impossible to land. A story that is this beloved, to wrap it up in the season that each of these episodes are going to be like 2 hours long. There's so much to like wrap up.
And like, how long do we think the volumes are? Is that, does volume 1 mean it's one film?
No, it'll probably be like a split season. Right?
Got
like maybe
it.
like 3 or 4 of them. Mm-hmm. 4 of them maybe. I don't know.
No holiday parties for me. Rather stay home and binge Stranger Things.
Let's go.
Same.
Should we have a Stranger Things party?
Oh.
I like that.
What up, Nick and Ashley? Thanks, Ryan, for being here.
Shout out Ryan. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Yeah, Nick and I, we're going to binge as fast as we can the first 4 seasons in anticipation for November. I can do all of that in like 2 weeks. Nick will take 6 months, so we need to get started now.
I need to rewatch them all right now. It'll be interesting. Okay, so we're excited for the new show and we love that, but we also have to see how it like kind of affects the theme parks. We've seen Stranger Things at Six Flags the last couple years, or maybe just 1 year. It's been at Halloween Horror Nights for the first 4 seasons, and it would be really hard for me to imagine them not wrapping it up at HHN as well. Do you think that coming out in basically December 31st, it'll still have the legs to carry an event for the next year?
Yeah, I do. People want it. People are going to want that high of feeling it again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I was kind of like interested on how they were going to release the season, or the season rather. I totally told Ashley, I was like, I bet you they do it in 6 months. Like, first 6 months is one thing, and then you have to wait another 6 months to get the other one. But it feels like they're doing this thing of like they're owning 1 full month of television.
Yeah.
And we're kind of seeing that trend as well with like movies. Like the Beatles film is coming out, and it's 4 films releasing 1 week apart from each other. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe it's a way to carry a moment and have a moment, like owning it, so it doesn't just pass by in a couple weeks.
Instead of just releasing it all. Every new season, we have rewatched all seasons leading up to the new one. A show still shows up after 10 years. I think it's been that long. Yeah, it's been a decade.
It's crazy. Wow.
Ashley makes a great point. The reason why we remember we saw each Stranger Things season and who we saw it is because this show brings generations together. We saw it with our parents and kids.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And being able to point out different things. Like, you guys are all watching the same show, but seeing different parts of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or noticing different parts of it.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
awesome.
What is your hat, babe?
Oh, it's Phineas and Ferb.
Perry the Platypus.
Phineas!
If they go back to HHN, that would be so cool. But it's gonna be good. I'm excited for it. I hope that like Netflix does some sort of like activation here in Los Angeles for it. Like, I feel like the marketing budget is gonna be ginormous.
I think it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that one year Casper came out and you saw it at like Pizza Hut, McDonald's. It's everywhere. I feel like Stranger Things, you're going to see it labeled on everything next year.
That was the best Casper summer ever.
I mean, I felt like the last one was pretty crazy. There was like Domino's commercials with Steve, and there were like major ads. So if it's the final season, watch them sell out so heavy.
But
I mean, you can only have one final season once.
Again, going back to why it was the best being a 90s kid, when summer blockbusters came out, when I was a kid, I was 8 years old when I was born in 87. Yeah, I was 8 years old when Casper came out. You had the hot, what was it? Pizza Hut puppets. Pizza Hut puppets. You had like McDonald's toys. You had the Whipsnap Manor castle that you can get at Toys R Us. You had a clothing line. They took over Pepsi.
The cartoon.
The cartoon. It was crazy, and I loved that growing up. You had that with like Ninja Turtles, and what other IPs did they do it with?
Everyone. Batman.
Yes.
Hook. Like everyone. Jurassic Park. I mean, this kind of all circles back. Thanks Steven Spielberg. The first film to do that was Jaws. I mean, the novel hitting at the same time that the film is released, and then they had to catch up with merchandising. Like, that's essentially the blueprint for the big, huge blockbuster. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So
Star Wars perfected it, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger. It's just crazy.
So cool. Yes, Pizza Hut Casper. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram. Where's our social, babe? We put our social. Yesterday, so we went to City Walk, and this is such a random story, but we went to City Walk, right? And there's this store called Line Friend Square, and I've been eyeing this Casper plushie keychain for my bag forever, and I never thought to look at the price, and it was $31. And I was like, this girl is out of her mind. She's like, oh, you get a discount. After the discount, it was $28, so I didn't end up buying it just based off of principle.
No.
I've never been to that store before, and like everyone was in there buying stuff, and I was like, am I cheap and crazy, or is this too expensive? And the plush was like this big.
$30 for brunch sounds like a great deal.
Yes.
$30 for a plush keychain that is this big is crazy. I was like, is it made with little bits of Devon Sawa?
Yeah, like I'm not even getting a kiss from him or a mimosa. Like, what are you guys doing? I was so upset.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but then it thought back to when I was 8 years old and I went to Pizza Hut and we got a large pizza and then I got a Casper puppet. And it's like, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, circling back to this, Universal almost made a Casper ride. Let's just talk about Casper for a little bit. It just celebrated its 30-year anniversary, and that was honestly one of our like dreams to have at Halloween Horror Nights. The Whipsnap Manor was built at Universal Studios for a short period of time after the film. They actually used it as like a walkthrough, as like part of the tour. You could like go through it. Marco, shout out Marco. He actually got to see it or told me about it. I forget. So
cool.
Again, never let the truth get in the way of good story. Shout out Marco. But yeah, I was really hoping that we were able to like experience Whipsnap Manor.
I know. It's just like it's absolute. Oh, the baby's up. Let everyone see him. Hey guys, this is our baby. He's a bougie. Sorry, my dog voice. Elliot, say hi to the Vibe Tribe. Hi guys. Oh, pee-pee's out.
Oh. Hit it with the blur. Nobody put Elliot in the corner.
Elliot's a little cutie dog. He went on a walk today, and it wasn't too hot, but he was so pooped, and he's just been laying in the AC all day. Summertime, Elliot ignores us, and he goes in the bedroom and just lays in the shade. He's a sweet boo-boo. We love you. But yeah, Casper's one of my favorite movies of all time. It like changed me as a human. I remember where I saw it, who I saw it with. I think I might still have like the little ticket. It's just crazy. But that price was crazy.
Not for a keychain.
Not for a keychain. Tabitha, I replied to your story. Ashley, I responded with, you should have asked the cashier, do I get Devon Sawa with the purchase? Yes! I would literally, it was like 2 teenage girls working the register, and I was like, $31? She's like, yeah, you get a discount. And I was like, I was literally offended.
Can I keep you?
Can I keep you? Ugh. Hey, Whoop-Tan in the building, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on real quick, you guys, while we have you here. We want to get a... Oh no, where is it? Sorry, I have a little glitch. Where's my Patreons?
Oh.
There we go. Okay, we just want to give a special shout out to our new Vibe Tribe members. These are channel members and new Patreon members, and that's Drew Wenzel, Kristen Schexnader, I hope I pronounced that right, Audrey, AJ, Raylene and Thomas, Tabitha, Leah Cleland, and Eric Dunn. If you guys don't know, you can get extra footage and bonus videos every month by becoming a Vibe Tribe Patreon or channel member, and then you also get access to these emojis and like just different types of content. So if that floats your boat, you can sign up for Patreon. Yeah.
You gotta do it.
But we wanted to shout you guys out. Thank you.
Means a lot. Thank you so much.
4 of us, yeah. If it was...
If it's a Back to the Future keychain, would you have bought it, Nick? Depends on what part of the Back to the Future keychain's in there. Like, is it a real hoverboard? Like, can my keychain really float? Maybe.
That was like, I don't know that store. Maybe it's like the tariffs, but like I really wanted it.
Ashley, it's okay. Like, I can understand if it was like a super crazy mold. It's a ghost. There's like, it's just white.
Put some respect on Casper's name, but it wasn't like any sort of like special thing. I was just like, what am I missing here?
The tag wasn't, there was no tag, like nothing. It was just a ghost.
Yeah, it was so weird.
$30 keychain I would never buy.
No.
I don't think that's just, it's not worth it. I would buy something else though.
Oh, we have 90 likes, guys. Let's get to 100.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Oh, this is a great one.
Do you remember that Backstreet Boys video? Everybody was Yes! Oh, God.
That's one of the best music videos ever, by the way. I want to go to that Halloween party.
Dude, that music video is awesome.
This is a good one.
Thanks for being here, Marlene. We appreciate it.
Thank you for stopping in. Love that. Here we go. Why is everything getting an anniversary? Back to the Future 40th, Jaws 50th, Revenge of the Sith 20th, even Disneyland is 70th. P.S. Universal is 113 years old. You know what? It's it's a 5. It's on it's one of those years.
Yeah.
It's an illustrious year. I don't know. There's just something in the water.
And we're all getting old.
I know.
We're all getting old.
That's the scary thing. I remember when I was in high school, there was a Jaws 30th documentary that came out. And I just remember thinking that seemed old as hell. Like, how is something 30 years old? And now I'm over 30 and it's celebrating its 50-year anniversary. And I'm like, now I'm old.
Do you remember, like, being, like, 15, 16, and, like, you met, like, a 25 to 30-year-old, and you're like, they're, like, so old. And then you're like, I'm not old. And it's just, like, getting older is weird. And can anybody just attest? Like, it is weird. It's awkward and it's weird, and you're like, weird.
Especially being like a 90s kid, like all of our films that we grew up on or shows, even Boy Meets World, everything is over 30 years old. And for me to register, like, knowing where I was when I watched it and the impact it had on my life, and I'm just like, this is crazy. It's crazy.
It's literally bananas. You're like, what?
And then you talk to someone that was our age now, and they're like, what is Boy Meets World? You're like, jeez.
Dude, so... I told you, every time I like say these like quotes from early 2000s movies, I'm like, literally no one is going to know what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like yesterday I posted a meme from Chris Rock, or is it Chris Rock? No.
Chris Rock is a person, so I don't know.
No, but not Chris from...
From what?
Rush Hour.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. He's like, $50 million? What you think you got, Chelsea Clinton? And I like yelled that in the parking lot. And I'm like, am I the old lady that says quotes that nobody knows? Because that movie's old.
The lady next to you was like, who's Chelsea Clinton?
Who's Chelsea Clinton? I'm like, I'm a grandma. That's so funny. Oh. Was it a Labubu? It wasn't a Labubu Casper. I don't have a Labubu, but I found my friend bought one for $75, and I was like, "Does it do anything?" She's like, "No," and I'm like, "What?"
It's a Labubu.
It's just a Labubu.
It's just a Labubu.
It's just a Labubu. If they made a Labubu Casper, I might maybe. No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, just because you have a LED screen outside doesn't mean you charge an arm and a leg for a keychain.
I'll shut up after this. I was just sincerely upset because I have 2 Casper Loungeflies and I wanted to pin it on my Loungefly, and it's like, oh, Ashley, if you wanted it so bad, pay the $31. It's just the principle. It's just the principle. Yeah. I'm going to try to find a used one online and just wash him. Casper shows up like brown.
You're a yellow Casper.
Like,
whatever, we'll figure it out.
Don't forget Clueless is oh my God. Where's my cane?
Gosh.
Read that.
Nick was watching Big Trouble in Little China again, and props to your grandpa for biting to that fish. Yeah, shout out grandpa. I love that. I love that you know that. Any thoughts on duplicating that scene in his honor? I would love to, and that's actually a really great idea. I should bite a fish head off. You know, that's like the one remake one that, like, I love that movie, and in so many ways it shouldn't be touched, but if it is, you gotta get my Uncle Mike on that to be the stunt coordinator. Like, let him do it. It's like the passing of the torch. If you need a guy in there to, like, flail his nostrils, I'll step in there. I could do it. I can make the karate face, no skills, but I got the nostrils.
Do it.
That's right. I love that, though. Who would be the perfect Jack Burton, though, for this?
I don't know who that is. I've never seen that movie. I've just seen the clips of your grandpa. I'm so sorry.
Say, who's Jack Burton?
Who's Jack Burton?
I'm Jack Burton. You know, it happens in the movies. You gotta see it. It's a great one.
I have so many movies I need to watch.
Just anyone but Chris Pratt, just because him and Kurt Russell already feel linked because of Guardians. So, not him. Anyone else.
Oh, maybe Zac Efron.
No. I like Zac Efron, but if my guy's over here like running around Chinatown and messing with demons and dragons, I think it's a little out of his range.
This movie. Have you guys been to the Hollywood Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Love the bowl. The show there is the best. Hate walking up there.
Oh, hate, dude. Love the bowl. Hate trekking it up that hill. My thighs are burning.
While we're on this, before we just...
Yeah.
Best show you've seen or memorable show you've seen at the bowl?
No, I can't pick one.
Come on. Throw one out there.
I've seen so many.
Come on.
Okay, I'm not trying to brag. I saw, obviously, the Jonas Brothers tour, amazing. Chromeo when we saw at the bowl. Danny Elfman we saw Halloween weekend. I saw Drake fly over me at the bowl on a stripper pole with Lil Wayne. That was really fun.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I saw Fish there, Lion King. The list goes on, but probably that Jonas Brothers show because it was the first like concert they were able to like host post-COVID, and it was just like a really big deal. And then when you and I saw Chromeo there, because that was the biggest venue they've ever played. Yeah. And it was like so special.
Chromeo, my Nana used to take me to the Jazz in the Jazz in the Park, or I forget what it's called, the bowl. It's sponsored by Playboy, but it's just jazz shows. We used to do that every year. What's my biggest one there? I don't know. All of them are great.
The bowl
LCD sound system at the bowl was great too.
Oh, dude. But the bowl is, I don't know why you asked, but the bowl is great. And if anybody ever has a chance to go to one of the Hollywood Bowl summer series, you can bring your own wine and cheese in a picnic basket and just chill and listen to music, and it's so much fun. It's literally so fun.
Hit this one from Dean. I like this one.
There have been rumors of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wanting to remake Big Trouble in Little China.
I like him. He's awesome. I love The Rock. But I think the thing that's believable about Jack Burton is like you don't know if he's actually a tough guy or not. The Rock is so big. It's just massive. Maybe he's a villain in it.
Maybe The Rock wants to make it but not like be in it.
Ooh. I love him though. He's super funny, but
I've seen that movie too many times because of Juan.
Yes! Good job, Juan.
His son Wyatt would be perfect. Oh,
That's a great one. I actually would really like that. That'd be a nice pass of the torch. And he's like, now has like the clout to do it. He's always had the talent, but now like, sometimes for the roles like that, you have to have like a certain stature to be able to like hold that movie. He's good.
I love the Sound of Music sing along there. Oh, that would be awesome at the bowl. Thank you.
Ooh.
Not gonna. I'm so happy to be here. And the comment, Whoop Tan in the building, baby. It's from Transformers: Rise of the. Oh.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna download that clip to throw in our movie then.
That is so funny.
Oh my gosh, so much to talk about.
I know.
Yeah, guys, we got to just get more Big Trouble in Little China everywhere.
Yeah,
Let's make that happen. And Juan, if you see me eating some fish later, I'll give you a producing credit. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No. We're gonna have a new members only and Patreon video coming up this week, so watch out for that. And then we're doing something fun tomorrow that we can't talk about yet, but make sure you're following us on socials.
Yeah,
we'll be posting. But we're really excited, and we're home for a while. We're not traveling. We're going to be home, so we'll be able to do more live streams and check in with you guys, which we're really excited about. It was just hard the top half of the year because we were traveling so much, but we're home for summer.
Yeah, so we'll be covering everything with Universal Studios Hollywood, gearing up for Halloween Horror Nights. We should expect our first announcement anytime now. I'm still saying this next week. And I think that's about it.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, guys. If you haven't given this live a like, please do so, and we will catch you on the flip side.
Appreciate everyone stopping in and spending your time here. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.